Okay, today is Tuesday, August 16th. I'm out here a little after 7 a.m. It's just now starting to rain. Today's going to be a rainy day. It's supposed to be like 75 degrees for a high, which is amazing since we were in the hundreds. And I'm going to gather up these tomatoes. And today is going to be tomato sauce day. About noontime, my secret weapon for my tomato machine should be here. And when that shows up, I'm going to set up the machine and show you my new way of processing these. New way to me saves me 3 hours a session. It's just incredible. All right, I'm going to get going because the rain's coming. I'll be back. Okay, this is about maybe 25% of what was out there. I got the reddest ones and the ones that had splits and a little damage. I'm going to take these in the house, clean them, get rid of the bad parts. And around noontime, my secret weapon should show up. And then over here in the dehydrator, which I'm doing a little touch-up from last night because I forgot to come out here and bring these in and they rehydrated a little bit. I'll show you. Let me get the flashlight. I made salt and vinegar cucumber chips, and they are delicious. And I got some tomatoes and green peppers up on the top. I don't know if you can see them. Oh, oh man, that thing's hot. Yeah, I cut them a little too thin. Oh, I'm learning. Oh boy, those are tasty. Yeah, they're crisping up again. All right. I'm going to get these tomatoes in the house and start preparing them, and I'll be back. But that's my salt and vinegar cucumber chips. They are quite tasty. All right, more to come. Okay, I got the tomatoes inside the house now. It's about 10:35. Get down. I'm going to begin the cleaning. Washing them, getting rid of the bad places, cutting them up in quarters, putting them in the pan. I just weighed these. It was about 19 pounds, about an ounce short. The next step will be coming over here to the Victorio Model 250 food strainer sauce maker, which I actually got that at what I affectionately like to call the dump store, which is where we go to take our garbage. And people bring things, leave things, take things. It's cool. That's the way life used to be. I love living out here in the country. It's fantastic. Anyway, I'm waiting for my delivery with the optional, all of the different strainers. That strainer works really good. And I did 8 quarts of tomato sauce. Came out more like tomato juice. So I canned 7 of them and one number 8 that was in the pan. I tasted it, and it never made it out of the pan. I drank the whole quart. It was unbelievably tasty. So I'm waiting for that to show up, which should be here in a couple of hours. And I'm going to use the salsa strainer, which will give me some nice chunk tomatoes, which I like the sauce chunky. And I got my little helper. She's ready to help. All right, I'll be back. All right, here's a little quick update on the dehydrator. I just had to take a time out for my cucumber chips. Just came off. Oh, are those good. All right. Gotta get back to the tomatoes. Okay, getting to the end of this first batch of tomatoes. This is the first time in my 3 years of trying these I ever had clusters on the vine. Pretty cool. I've got hundreds of them left out there, still coming in. All right. Okay, I got the tomatoes cut up. I've got 12 quarts sitting there on the counter. These are brand new canning jars, bottles, whatever you want to call them. You get these scrubbed up before you use them, along with the lids. Then, right before I use them, I'm going to put them in some simmering water. I got to go put this last batch of pickles away. I made another 7 quarts yesterday. I left myself a little note here. So far, I've made 89 quarts of pickles. I've eaten 12, plus another 3 cold batch. I think I've given 6 quarts away, and I got 2 cases sold, so 24 cans. So that turned out really good this year, and there's more coming in. Those I think I'm going to make pickle chips. And these are the salt and vinegar chips. Oh, these are phenomenal. Okay, I'm waiting for my piece to show up for the grinding machine. And then I'll come back over here and I'll show you how I juice these tomatoes. More to come. Okay, here's an update. My secret weapon just showed up. This is the Johnny Apple Accessories 4-pack. This is the strainer that comes with it. Let me turn another light on. You can see the size of the holes. And this is what it produced about a week ago, which is very delicious, but it's more like a tomato juice. And it's very good. I made 8 quarts and canned 7, and number 8 went down my throat that night. It was awesome. This one with the super small holes is for making jams and jellies. This one is called for pumpkin or squash. And here's the one I wanted. This is the salsa grater. I want nice, thick, chunky tomatoes is what I'm looking for. So let me put this together. They all came with brand new gaskets too, which is cool. All right, let me put this machine together and I'll show you how it works. You gotta bolt the base down to your countertop. Put a little rag or something on the floor because this over here is gonna leak. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, hopefully I'm catching this. I'll give you a quick demonstration how this works. This is so easy. This is just amazing. Start with this. Oh, I forgot to put the deal on. Catcher. That's what's wrong with this picture. There we go. That's why that looked funny. Okay, now you just take your tomato pieces, peel them all, still on them, drop them in. This is where the time saving comes in. These have all been cleaned and peeled, waiting for that piece I just showed you to come into play. And you just fill up this hopper. No more boiling the tomatoes and peeling the skins off them. That takes forever. So drop this in like that. Just real quick. Now, make sure the camera's still going. Camera's still going. Now you just turn the handle. Start punching the tomatoes in. This one's going to let seeds out with some bigger chunks to get rid of heavy stems and the skin, which is what this is all about. I don't have to do it by hand. Hopefully we're catching this. I don't know. This baby's filled up and rolling. You're supposed to use this big end over here, but the big end doesn't work all that great. Actually, it's working pretty good today. Here we come, the chunks. That's what I'm after. I want the tomato flesh coming out. For the spaghetti sauce. Here's this piece dripping like I said it would. This big one doesn't work so good. Alright, so that's basically how this works. So that's one whole hopper. Just that fast. Done. That is just amazing. And you can see the rinds and the skins are starting to come up on this side. That's going on over here. And that's all the tomato pulp I wanted in the sauce. That's fantastic. Alright, not going to bore you with that. I'll be back when I get this done. Okay, that's that first whole container is empty. Now I'm going to empty this big fry pan into that container and go on to that second 6-quart job. That took minutes, and this is what I was looking for. I wanted all the meaty flesh from the tomato. Alright, more to come. This is the beautiful thing. Okay, that's about 15 minutes going by. That's 12 quarts. Probably made about 8 quarts. It's about what I did last time. So I'm going to dump this in that pan, get rid of the strainer. I got the bottles in the oven. I'm going to get them out, go turn the water on out in the shop, get on the big burner. I'll be back. Alright, I'm out here in the shop. I want to turn some lights on. As you can hear, it's pouring. I'm going to get my outside burner going. There we go. I'll put the pan down and go inside and fill up the jars. More to come. Okay, I've got the hot jars out of the oven. I'm going to show you the filling up part, which is nothing to it. Just take your ladle over here. Stir this up a little bit. This is nice and chunky. This is what I was shooting for. Dump it in the jar. When you get your jar about where it needs to be, each jar has to get 2 tablespoons of lemon juice added to it. Look at that. That's going to be absolutely gorgeous. What I'm going to do is fill it up to right about there. I can't do this and film it, so I got to put 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in and move on to the next one. I'll be back when they're done. Okay, there they are in the jars. Wipe them down, put the lids and bands on finger tight. I'm going to carry these out to the shop and put them in the big container. When I get that going, I'm going to come inside here, add a couple of cans of tomato paste in there and some spices and onions and green peppers and throw that in the crock pot. And that'll be spaghetti sauce for tomorrow night with the spaghetti squash over there. Can't beat this home cooked goodness. Alright, let me go put this out in the shop in a container. Show you when I'm... Alright, I'm going to carry this last one out. There's your skins and stems in the bowl. We got the big pan going out here on the burner. Carefully drop this in. Yowza! It's the same water from yesterday I made the pickles in, so that's good. I'll use it again. I got to bring that up to a rolling boil, which is why I'm using this big burner. This is much faster than doing it on the stove. Once it gets to a rolling boil, it's got to roll boil for 40 minutes, 5-minute cool down, then you take them out. Okay, I'll be back when they're done. Okay, this is what a rolling boil looks like. That's a rolling boil. Alright, well here's the end of the canning experience, and I don't know what happened here, but apparently I blew a ring and a lid completely off that jar. I have never seen that before. It's not broken. That's very strange. Well, another lesson learned. I don't know what went wrong here, but that's different. Alright, that's it for this video.